Gone, just like that. And without...
What's the matter?
I'd go and look low...
I'll see what I can do.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at...
All right.
It would make us...
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Gav?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Oh, where did all the men go?
Lights and pods!
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
Sir? Time was the sign. I hated her. I had to try. She was now. What am I?
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work.
Recap? You know, I have to get.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Safe.
finished. Good girl. Run like the wind. Thanks, girl. Well, Clyde. Looks like you're gonna need me a mega sword. should have stayed in its shell. The beast and part of the Waluda army now. How the hell did that happen? They spotted us. much for the men of the Rock. Dalmekia's finest.
It's over.
Stairs. This must be the way out. I won't be sneaking past this one. How did they get in here? flames.
Come on, Torgal.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it. What the hell?
With me,
Did the orcs do this too? More of them.
Soil and stone!
What the hell is going on? These things here for me. For him. finished. Better already. First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima? You've been busy, Kupka. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Torgal. Just what I needed. Better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You got away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Osborne!
Oh shit, he's priming. Not now. Come on. Find him. You've done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit! it, and so could I! or die! I'm coming, Kuka! Take a sniff, good sir.
Ah, though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high.
Master, it's ready. Just look. A steepled peak. True. My loaves collapse more. And look, Master,
Well, if it... I don't know how you did it. Now, Dusan, I know you...
Sorry to keep you, Cap.
Better late. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dallin, but if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about.
Then let's get back.
We shall.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished?
Enough.
That might even be enough for all... Here... Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand, or you can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on...
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest one.
Oh, after Blackthorn gets what he...
Right. Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
All right, Clive. I gave all that stardust to Blackthorn, just like I promised.
I got everything Blackthorn asked for. How'd it go over in Dalimil?
Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more. It beats sneaking around on your Todo.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work...
Excellent.
So,
The helm for this will be
salvaged from the ruins.
but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the... What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Oh, Sid, is...
Yes.
I'll show you the plan. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess, in other words, the reactor would overheat, and this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, it's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them, it's...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather them.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much. The, ruins are just over there, as is...
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. Waken winds! The things I do for you,
Sid!
you shouldn't have any.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you.
All right.
We're seeing troops amass ahead of me. No surprises there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so... All yours. You've already got that one. All done?
Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Hell.
Excellent. Another...
And just one remaining.
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things will still, which is why you need a prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the brine. I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of obscure, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tones, I've got all the details. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. You'll not find a better price than that.
Thanks to Sid.
Hippocrates.
For you, Clive?
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a myth?
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight. As you can imagine.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution. Or if...
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine. And yet, we have made a home here.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... pit. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able, before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it.
So if we could
it might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to... I shall speak to them and see what... If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specific... The knowledge of the past may yet prove...
Thank you, Hob. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do as
the other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on Drustinus.
I doubt I would have survived that place with or without it.
A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing...
Garlic? Are you sure this is the right... Looks like the ingredients for someone's sup.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effect, so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Hence moon dews having fallen from... Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at...
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
I'll see you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research. Now, where's Talia?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
I'll
these.
have you spoiling enough.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need, but if time is of the essence...
All right.
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and meet me by the gate when you've got...
Buy, sell, or be gone. And... Thanks for nothing.
There's talk about the glass.
What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Cuts! Come and get them before...
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the...
Well?
I did.
Garlic and pepio. We should get this back to Tomes, then. But... we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat? Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, You're appreciated too. By all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this I'll meet you back at the hideaway.
All right.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hub?
Well, very well indeed. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might... Now that we have all the ingredients...
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my...
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obel.
Apparently, it'll be ready.
Thank you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary?
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work here... A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for when both the shielding and the moon dew are ready. It will merely be followed by a rigorous Perhaps someone ought to warn young...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
My knowledge is yours. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. You wish to study the tomes? You are always welcome, Clive.
Thanks to Sid, the man...
Mid hasn't been...
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that is supervising the construction and testing of the shielding is...
Brilliant! I knew you...
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start way to the black.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dah.
Displacement stack.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped. Let's take this house. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black... That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realised I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that you...
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Nick told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Admin finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put... No excuses now.
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those...
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Canva.
Man. Am I still...
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obelith.
Yep. You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she... But anyway, I was gonna let... Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding...
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mean...
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was just like when we built this place. Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regard.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining. She's got some things to take care of, but...
I hope she's telling the truth at least. Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, man.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Is that the thing Toes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
Well, here, Sid. Reckon you might.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic, lovely bit of kit, it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out. Problem is, it won't always get rid of, which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling
proper.
So what exactly do you need?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university store. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it... So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get... And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them...
I take it that's where
I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my...
All right.
Thank you kindly.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
He cracked the crystal too. Trouble with the ledgers. What could be wrong with Torgor? Hopefully it's nothing. I got your note. You think something's wrong with...
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at it. I didn't like him. Which is why I'm of the mind. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? You...
What was it you said he was? A frog?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean?
Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. And you might still be doubting your craft. Even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a butt. Still, he got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well...
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing, but the metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even...
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly.
And if you knew how to... we could arm the curse breakers with even better black...
That's about the size of it.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. We can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it.
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well, Ken.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn.
Running around after him again?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how...
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into... which made it nice and easy.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people who... Suppose you're not likely to. Fine. If you stop mooning it. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons, and he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite. Reckon he'll still be at the inn.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he...
I appreciate... Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, she says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what...
I rather think she might be right. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts. If we assume that his newfound it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria...
I don't recall ever seeing any that lot.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida.
Even so.
Good hunting.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to do?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's why I'm...
Shh. Otto. A little. Listen. I've some bad news, and it's maybe my fault. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of... I can straighten it out, I swear, but... I'm gonna need help keeping it from...
Be late for that, I'd say.
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. The man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was... Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well,
Those lodges were marked.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our beg. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our...
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden. Is there anything I can do?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Marth?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth a little something Sid and I set aside for... And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes...
I'm sure they will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark. Ask...
I know. Which is why...
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star ruby?
because you'd rather Lady Karen...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Well...
Don't worry.
Really?
No. I don't. How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
This used to be a trade route for merchants crossing the Scars. Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass. And all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky to make it out alive.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And
I take it there's danger.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the...
Oh, no doubt. Well met, friend. My brother and I...
How does a merchant misplay?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a think...
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my...
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to...
You, however, have the look of a man who... Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand...
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway...
You've clearly got a fine head on...
We're lucky you came now. Hoping to make a heavy purse in Bocklad. Our merchant friend reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits...
All right. Just don't expect...
Nope. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction.
I'm not sure I trust those two. But if there are bandits lying in wait, I should probably take it.
Look lively, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Pay the toll.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart? Getting all of this out of here will be
Seems we've found ourselves...
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard brick.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods?
You leave that to us. After all...
You've done your part. It's been a pleasure.
There's no need to be so rude. What if we want his help again next?
You've had your rewards and you're not getting any more. Now piss off.
I see the Dalmex lag behind Rosaria when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold, at least. The path continues on the other side. Enough of you, are there? So this is Zemeckis.
The land of the gods. It's even more impressive than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sanbreque.
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it, and I can think of none better suited to the task. There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang destroyed. The pillars of the Republic have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god. The Emperor whom I gladly serve. Great Grieger, made flesh. Return to your camp, Dion, and ready your forces. It is time to show the world the true power of Sanbreque.
Father. I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind, and my mind only. Though I do owe Annabella thanks for reminding me of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
You would trust the words of this traitress? She betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sanbreque, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
The canker! Silence! Insolent wretch! You will bend the knee. All else is heresy.
Sire, forgive me.
This audience is over.
Come, your Radiance. The Rowena Syndicate awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not another meeting with silly old men. They're so boring. I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
I have suffered worse.
Count your blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen by Bahamut is miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
The Boklab markets are to the north. We just need to hug the coast.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end. More refugees.
And they're all making for the Crystalline Dominion.
Because they don't know how to live without the Crystal's blessing.
Boklad.
There are no crystals here.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right. He said he'd wait for us here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll finish by now.
Town for hire. The best service.
What do you think, girl? Is it time we took to the Crystal Road ourselves?
This is everything.
Let me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait. A fine choice. You've a discerning eye.
Out of my sight. Wretch. I've no use for a brand. You can't even fill my cup.
I wish to engage the Crimson Caravan services. Where's the proprietress?
She's otherwise in